Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Golgothan, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program Career Mode. In this episode, I'm going to build a probe to send to Minmus. So we'll start out with our unmanned probe core. Let's see, we'll throw on a rechargeable battery bank. Let's put two of them on there, why not? Okay. Now... not very good. I don't have any of the cool structural transfer, or like the structure pieces that like taper, or like I can use to go from this size to a different size. So it's gonna look kind of weird, but that's fine. Inline reaction wheel. See, look at all that space that's in between there. Oh well. Then we'll put our science stuffs there. Mystery goo there. Okay. Alright. So now I want to use the structural, the tri-coupler, like that. Blam. And that will have 3 of these. 3 of those, just like that. Put structure, utility, yeah, landing legs. So I'm gonna do it more like this. Those look like they're lined up right. Minmus probe. Mark 1. Okay, so let's just see if this works out the way I want it to. Alright, so we have to test the landing gear. Make sure that we're good and off the ground and level. Awesome. And let's check the lift. How high up can it get us straight up? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cake. Landing on Minmus is gonna be easy. Oh, look how high up we can go. Alright. Good enough for me. Vehicle assembly. And it seems stable too. So let's throw on some solar panels. I wish I could put solar panels on the tri-coupler, but it won't let me. I'm going to do solar panels like that. It's like a swastika right in the middle. I don't want it to look like that. I don't want to have a Nazi spaceship, so we'll do it like that. And then throw our Communitron, just one though. On the top of that guy. There we go. I'm also going to want to put solar panels kind of like down here and tip them out. If you hold the shift key and you do your movements, it's much more fine movements. See? This is with shift, without shift. Shift, no shift. Okay, so let's put it like, oops, like that. I want it to be tilted down just a little bit so that if we are facing directly away from the sun, maybe I want to tilt it a little bit more. If we're facing directly away from the sun, we can still get some solar power. I have that issue a lot. Alright, what else? We don't need lights. Anything else we need to put on the lander? I don't think so. I think this is a pretty solid lander as it is. Propulsion, we're good. Could actually probably make this an even smaller rocket, but I'm not going to. These tiny little Rocket Max engines. But I don't have fuel tanks. Unless these don't hold fuel, do they? No, they don't hold fuel. Oh, those are bigger than I thought. Okay, anyway. So now let us build the launch stage. Do we have a launch stage? We don't. Okay, so let's build a launch stage. This will actually probably be our transfer stage here. Transfer stage we'll do... Oops. Why is that not taking? There we go. Do like that, and like that. Should be plenty to transfer. Put the high power engine on, just like that. Got our structural struts to strap it all together. Oh, there we go. So that'll be our transfer stage. Now we'll do launch stage. Oops. Structure. And that. No, I want to use asparagus staging. So how am I gonna do that? Let's try if I go to this. Just click there. Here's the thing though. There, I'll just do something like that. Put the thrust vectoring one in the middle there. And then radial decouplers. 6 of them. Just like that. And those will have big tanks on them. Yeah? Okay, that actually looks legit. It'll look really weird once it's launching, but that's fine. Put the high power engines on there. We don't need aerodynamics, but I am going to put on... I did find out, I was doing some reading, and the nose cones do nothing. Absolutely nothing. So they are just extra mass wasted. Okay, so let's put struts. Struts. They probably will do something in the future, but right now it's nothing. So let's split this. Do our asparagus staging. Asparagus staging is awesome. I love it. Okay, so I hate that it goes back to 6. Okay. So this one. And this one. Correct? Yes, okay. Then that one. Oops. And that one. Okay. Alright. So now let's see where that puts us. So the first one to go is going to be this one, which is the second one to go. So it's going to go from here to here, then from here to here, and then from here to there. Okay, now same thing on this side. Here to here, here to here, and there to there. Blam, fuel lines. Okay, and then I'm going to put more reaction wheels there and there. It's on the last stages to give me more control on the whole way up. It's going to be a really tall rocket. It's probably going to be pretty wobbly. Alright, so put some winglets. What is the difference? Oh, it's got a little more left. Okay. Back to this many. Is that right? That looks okay. That looks decent. Okay. All right. Now. Oh, I should do some strapping together on the inside here too. This is just kind of a big hollow opening inside here. So just go from there to there. There. It's a whole lot of structural struts. Maybe I'll do there to there. Okay. Possibly I should do like there to there. That doesn't really work. That's fine. Alright, that should be good. Let's hope this thing can get to Minmus, land, and get us some science. Hope I have everything I need. I gotta make sure staging is correct too. Looks like it's just slightly off. Okay, so there. Okay. Oops. This needs to be here, and this little middle rocket needs to be also here. I can put that there, and this there. Okay. So this little tiny rocket here is gonna burn the whole time these engines are burning, but then once all these engines are gone, it's only gonna burn for a short amount of time before this tank's gone. And then I will be using these 3 engines as our transfer stage. Alright. Good. Let's double check, make sure I don't have any extra sciencey things. Oh, do I need this? What is the difference? The charge is higher. Can be done faster? I don't understand the difference. I'm just going to use the little antenna for now. I think that's powerful enough for Minmus. Alright, let's go. If I have enough fuel, I will recover this vessel from Minmus. Otherwise, it'll just be a little landmark on Minmus of the first time we ever approached it. Physics? Well, that's not good. Added a bunch of struts to keep it stable. Alright, there we go. Physics kicked in and we're not flopping around. Let's take this bad boy to Minmus. Now Minmus, look at the map here. So here's the moon, and Minmus is this outer satellite of Kerbal. As we go up, you can watch the asparagus staging happens. You can see as our outer tanks run out of fuel, we will decouple them and lose the extra weight. Oh, decouple. And here we come to our gravity turn. I'm still going to turn at the 90, even though, you know, turning at a slightly different angle would help with our rendezvous with Minmus, because if you look at Minmus, it is not on a equatorial orbit with Kerbin. It's actually at a pretty high angle. Look at it like this. So once we get up into orbit, we're going to have to adjust ourselves to that angle to make a proper intercept. I'm excited. This is the first time in any of our series that we've ever gone to Minmus, and I like Minmus. It's a lot easier to go to than the moon. Actually, it takes less delta V to get to Minmus, land, and get back to Kerbin than it takes to do the same at the moon, because Minmus, you'll see, is significantly lower gravity and also has no atmosphere. All right, how's our apoapsis looking? Not great. I'm a little worried about our delta V in this vessel. I may have put slightly not enough, because this is not going to do it. We're just slowing down with this. I'm going to keep it going. It's not going to take long before I burn this fuel out, and then I will switch to the next stage. And hopefully we can recover with that stage. Almost there. We're almost at our apoapsis too. And we are now going down. But here we go. These rockets are going to help a lot. These 3 rockets going off at once are going to be ridiculously powerful on this small vessel. But I do feel like that my design was flawed, and that maybe those first stages should have had more fuel. That's all it would have been, is the first the asparagus stages would have probably had one of these small tanks on them as well. Probably would have been enough. Okay, here we go. Tilt our nose down a little bit. We definitely have enough thrust to get us into orbit, that's for sure. Definitely enough delta V to get us where we need to go. And kill it. Alright. Let's get there. Get to the apoapsis. Time warp. This physical time warp looks scary. But I had no control issues that whole flight up, so that's awesome. That's what all those inline reaction wheels do for you. Yeah, we're out of the atmosphere, which means I can come out of physical, go into actual time warp. Okay, now let us ride our apoapsis till our periapsis matches up. That shit. Ride the apoapsis. Bring it up. There we go. And switch. Alright, it's not perfect. It's actually not very great, but it's good enough for me. How's our fuel? Also not great, but we should be good. Our landing stage could also be used as part of our transfer. So let's look at our degree differences here. So we need to go 5.7 degrees. See how I pull the retrograde back? Because if I don't, then it's just going to keep pushing our apoapsis out ridiculously far. And it's basically going to have us point straight north for this burn. My periapsis. Okay, so there that happened. But I need to do a little bit of prograde to get my periapsis up out of the ground, or out of the atmosphere. There we go. That'll work right there. 5-second burn in 1 minute. So let's find the burn. Oh yeah, it's gonna be straight north, down this way. Straight north. See? Straight north. Toggle it. F to toggle SAS to help me keep that spot. There we go. Do a little bit of a time warp. It's only going to take 5 seconds, which is not bad at all. And then we can transfer to Minmus, which is exciting. Minmus, a new place. It's still just a moon, but it's new. So it's not like we're going to a new planet yet. It's new anyway. How are we? We are pretty dang good. What's our angle? 0.04. Could be better, could be worse. Alright, so for the trick to transfer to Minmus is to put Minmus at the 90 degrees. Right there. Or is this the 90 degree? But I thought it was like this. Oh, you are 90 degrees. It's 90 degrees from you. Okay. So right here. This is actually going to be perfect, so we don't have to wait for very long. Slide that way a little bit. Now go. Alright, let's get an intercept here. Oh! So I'm going to... try to get my Minmus periapsis as low as possible. Prograde, nope. Retrograde, nope. Alright, we'll do 113 and we can then adjust it from there. Ooh, 21-second burn. I don't think we're going to have enough fuel for that. Oh, we might. If we do, it'll be just barely. But I love how we get to burn right away. We don't have to wait for a full rotation or anything like that. That's what's nice about launching to places within our own, like, Kerbal system? The little Kerbal system here. Because we don't have to worry about waiting for transfer times, for intercept times, because, like, when we go to other planets, there are launch windows that we have to reach. Before we can transfer to any of these, I can set alarms actually for them, so that it will get alerted maybe like an hour or a day before the transfer. But yeah, and so then we have a tight launch window. When it comes to launching to just our moons in our own system, they're constantly close to us. These are so much further away. Does it say? It's altitude from... oh, that's altitude from the sun. Alright, we're coming up to our burn now, so let's get ready for this. Dun, 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 dramatic music. says we're pointing like right at Minmus, but it's hard to tell because Minmus is pretty small. Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah. Lots of thrust in these little guys. Alright, so it says we're pointed right at it. It's hard to see because it is just a tiny dot. Let's point directly at it. That way. Straight that way. There it is. This dot right here. I know you probably can't see it. I'm like a half inch from my screen staring at it. But you can see it kind of moving. Now I'm going to put us on time warp and we'll watch this dot grow. Right here. Just watch right here. Make sure I set my alarm for sphere of influence change. Oh, hold on. It says there are no sphere of influence change on my flight. So let's look at the map here. Delete that, and it's correct. There is no intercept. So we can adjust that. So you can't just move it over like this. Nope, that is doing absolutely nothing. Get rid of that. There we go. See if I can't get it under 100. 170. 164. 40. Oh, too far. Not too far that way. So touchy. Don't think I'm going to be able to get it under 170. Well, where is the intercept happening? That's also another thing you can look at. So the intercept is happening on the backside, but a little low. So if I like raise this up a little bit, there we go. There we go. Just a little bit more. We're looking at a less than 50 kilometer periapsis. So just a minor adjustment. Okay, so I didn't wait for the node to go, and it kind of messed me up here. But I've got my sphere of influence change, so let's add that alarm, and let's find our dot, and let's watch the dot grow. There it is. There's the dot right there, right above. We'll put it right there. It's right here. Right here. You see it moving? It's over there. I'm gonna keep an eye on it here. This is gonna get bigger. Let's take a look at how far away we are. Pretty far. Let's find our dot. Right here. It's already gotten a little bit bigger. It's becoming easier to spot for me. Because, again, I'm sitting pretty close to my screen. I don't expect you to be sitting just that close. But see, there it goes. Look at it moving. As we're coming up close on it. We got still 2 days of transfer time left. Oh, here it comes. Holy crap. There it is. Minmus, the green beauty. Oh, yes. Yes, Minmus. We are going to land on you and collect so much science. So much science. And I think we have enough Delta V to take the science back to Kerbin with us. Oh, but I don't have parachutes on here. So we will not be able to take our science back to Kerbin with us. Because I didn't put parachutes on. Whoops. Alright. Let's get in our sphere of influence change, and I'm going to adjust our orbit. Alright. So first things first. We need to bring us all the way up in there. There we go. This is 14. 14 meters. 14 kilometers. 14 meters. 14 kilometers from the surface. It's going to be an amazing scenic view. Okay, we got 10 seconds to this little correction burn here. There we go. Delete that. Oops, I said delete that. Now, let's go over to our periapsis here. Oops. Add maneuver. Brakes. There we go. There we go. Brakes. Perfect. Alright. That looks good to me. Set our mark here. Let's see if we can't. Oh, I didn't do any. Didn't set action groups. That's fine. Let's observe the materials bay way up here. Causes them to glow. Space high over Minmus. Let's transmit. Yeah, 20 science. Alright, let's observe the mystery go up in her. High over Minmus. Goo feels right at home. Let's transfer 40% data. 16 science. Can't do anything with this, right? No. Alright, let's add our alarm. And let's get real close to this beautiful green giant. It's not a giant, it's actually pretty small. It's supposed to kind of resemble a captured asteroid, I think, or something like that. I just love it 'cause it's green. That view. Green hills as we pass over them. I wonder what the lowest orbit you can have on Minmus is. I know on the moon you can't go lower than 6 kilometers because then you'll hit a mountain. Or there are mountains that are that tall. You won't be guaranteed to hit it, but it's, I mean, after a long enough time, I guess you would be guaranteed to hit it. Alright, let's watch this burn happen in space. A map view. I actually did that better than I had planned, so that's cool. Alright. Boom. And it's actually a pretty good equatorial orbit, too. Alright, there's Kerbin. Kerbin's on the other side right now, but once we get to the other side here, I'm going to show you how small Kerbin is. Wait for the Kerbin rise. It's really small when we see it. You'll be amazed how small it is. Oh, what? Apparently I missed it. So we're gonna go around one more time. Until I know for sure I'll be able to see Kerbin. It'll be perfect, because I can come around here and then I can land. On the light side, of course. There it is. There's Kerbin, so tiny. And there's the moon, also so tiny. Now let's land this beast. Super hilly over here, though. But we're a pretty bottom-heavy, stable craft. Let's look. Is there a better spot to land? Not really. Alright, I'm just gonna put the brakes on. Look how slow we're going. Now we're gonna slowly glide down. Lower my landing gear. Approach the surface. It's like no thrust at all. And fall a little bit more. Do I have a shadow anywhere? Do not see my shadow. It says I'm 6,000 meters, but this is a pretty tall hill here. Pretty tall mountain. So I don't trust that. I don't know what like where we are, or where this terrain is according to sea level. But I'm worried. Okay, let's come down. Looking for our shadow. Anywhere. Kill to have a shadow right now. Okay, well. Where's the sun? Oh, it's straight above us, so the shadows... Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're still decently up there. Okay, there's the shadow. Alright. I didn't want to be going up. Now I am going up. Okay, down. Let's go. Let's land this thing. Such a gentle touchdown this will be. Yeah. It's actually amazing. There's so little gravity and friction on Minmus that I could just tip us over with just the control of our SAS. I could throw us around with it. Alright, well let's do our science. Let's transmit our science. Yeah, samples were processed. While the material samples were processed, you begin to turn your thoughts to how much Minmus looks like a mint desert, and have discovered that you are now hungry. Ha, awesome. Let's transmit that data. Huzzah! Let's observe the mystery goo. You observe the goo. That was disappointing. But alright. Awesome. Can we transfer data again from here? We can. It did not seem like there was another biome. It just said Minmus surface. I'm curious if I were to fly this thing over to the water. I'm gonna try it. Just gonna try to fly it north. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoops. That's probably an expensive probe. But at least nobody died. Alright, sorry about that. I accidentally clicked off the screen and it stopped, it crashed Kerbal Space Program, and I had to load it up, thank God. Everything was saved. This is a piece of debris from our lander on Minmus. But let's go let's do some tech. Alright, let's look at our tech tree. So if we go up here and get a bigger engine and a bigger engine and a big fuel tank. They're like bigger in diameter, radius. And then there's this is the structure one. This is what I was talking about with the adapters. But these ones just go from like the big ones, like this size, down to like the size of engines we use now, which isn't bad. I'm thinking about this one. See, aerodynamics. See, I don't really care about this. I don't feel like we're going to be doing much space planes for now. Advanced flight controls. What does this give us? Advanced stabilizer, this stuff seems as good as... We got pretty good control in that cockpit. It's not really what I want. Space exploration, we've got the mobility enhancer, as they call it, just a ladder. And a thermometer, which we can use to get more science, so that's good. It's always good to use science to gain science. And landing gear, little struts for tiny space probes or lightweight landers, basically made of toothpicks. Space grade toothpicks, mind you. And then gear bay, just little wheels. It's actually not bad. If we continue with this one, we'll probably get to rovers. Here, we've got the barometer for atmospheric pressure. Interesting. So that's also get more science. It's like using science to get science. And then 2 retractable ladders. Recommended load a half a Kerbal. This is 1.5 Kerbals. Interesting. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take this one. Oh, look at that. We are 1 science off from being able to get 2 things. So I was going to do like this one and maybe the advanced construction. I think maybe we could get this. But right now I definitely want to get this. I want the thermometer. We use science to get science. Boom. It didn't change anything. Alright, so we use science to get science. So our next mission we will do some temperature reads in different areas. Alright. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please click like down below. If you want to see other videos like it, please subscribe to my channel. I am Golgothan, and I will see you next time.